We are live, everyone. Hello. I'm just going to wait to see us in the YouTubes because I don't see us yet. Coming up. I will wait. I'm sure we'll be there in a minute. So anyway, hello, everyone. We are here with Gail from Cup and Saucer. And today we are going to talk about all things tea related and all the things about tea, all the things about everything. So let me just go here. Hang on, guys. Here we go. All right, here we go. Okay, so now I see us live. I had to just see on my tablet. Now we're live. We're officially live in my eyes. Right. So today we're here with Gail, and I'm just going to wait for some people to pop in the chat so we can say hello to them before we start talking about our wonderful subject of tea and local tea made in Derbyshire. So let's just kind of wait for a minute, see who pops in. So Gail has a shop in Clay Cross, the town I live in, and it's on the main street. Oh, hi, Joanne. Hey, Jamie. Hey, girl. Thanks for showing up. Wayne. Hey, Wayne. Hello. So yeah, she has a tea shop in Clay Cross in my town, and it is. If you haven't seen my video, go see my video, and you can see a tour of her shop. It's so great. Hi, Trisha. Thanks for coming, girl. I appreciate it. So let's just so what I wanted to say is I wanted to wait till more people get in here for a minute. If this is it, hey, if this is us, y'all. So what we're gonna do is at the end of the Dolo Digs chat, we're gonna have a giveaway. We're gonna give some items away. We're gonna have a way for you to win these items, and I'm gonna show y'all real quick what they are because they are amazing. Derbyshire tea. This one is called Bakewell Heart, and we'll have Gail explain those. And this is Charming Chatsworth. This one I love. This is my favorite one. So, and that's not all. There's more. So I have this little creamer. Oh, and it's got like a little snowy winter scene on it, which is pretty cute. And a sugar. So all those items will be available on the giveaway. So let's go ahead and start. Let me introduce you guys to Gail. Gail from Cup and Saucer. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Gail.
Sorry?
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh, right. So I'm Gail. And I won't tell you how old I am, but anyway, I'm Gail, and I've got a little shop in Clay Cross called Cup and Saucer. So I'm a tea blender. So I blend my own range of teas, and as well as selling my teas, I also sell all different tea wares and a lot of vintage china, teapots, teacups, tea sets, anything to do with tea, I've got it.
You do. Your shop is packed full of goodness. I mean, so, and you blend the teas in the shop, or do you blend it somewhere else?
No, I blend them in the shop. A lot of the ingredients have to be dried out, so they have to be dehydrated. So all that I do at home, all the chopping and preparing the fruit and ingredients is all chopped and prepared at home. And then I've got like big industrial dehydrators, so it's all that's done at home, but then all the blending is done in the back area in the shop, all the actual making of the product. Yeah.
It's so good. And not only do you make your own tea, blend your own tea, but you also sell a lot of items from other local makers. And so, because I know you have coffee.
Yeah. So a lot of my ingredients, as far as I can, I try and source local ingredients. So I've got some allotments near me, and the people there are really good. They'll give me like the beetroot to use in my beetroot blend. They give me the apples. They give me different herbs, rhubarb. So as much as I can get locally, I do. And also I know because I do a lot of like food festivals and artisan markets. I do know a lot of other local producers as well, who don't actually have a shop. So when I first got my shop, I sort of made it a point that I was going to help them to market the products as well. So it's not a lot of different things, but I have got like a few shelves in my shop, and each of the different producers have their own shelf. So I've got local jams, chutneys, I've got chocolate, coffee, some different curry kits, fruit vinegars, oils, chocolate, cakes. So lots of different things that are all within sort of 10 miles of the shop that are made by other people. Yeah.
And that's great, because especially during these times, and a lot of people don't want to go very far, and you had a curbside service, didn't you, during the lockdown?
Yeah, actually, I did better during lockdown. The last year for me was my best year that I've ever had.
And that's a great thing, because you were still able to provide people with, these items that are, you don't have to go to the big grocery store. You don't have to go to the chain store and get the chain, or the mass-produced items. You can still get local, and it can still be done during a time that's difficult to go out. Yeah.
I think what it was, when we first one day, the 23rd of March, I can still remember it now. I was told, that's it, you can't open. All the shops around me just sort of locked the doors and went home, like, oh, that's it, we can't do anything. And I just thought to myself, I've tried so hard these past few years to build my business up. I can't just let it go. So it was just a matter of thinking outside the box. So it was just, right, what can I do? And I sort of overnight became a gift delivery service, but it really worked. So I was putting little packages together of all the different products that I've got, not just their own products, the products from the other producers, just little hampers, but making them all look really pretty and nice. And then they were being set, somebody would say, ring me up and say, can you send me one of these parcels to my mum, who I've not seen for 3 months? So I'd take it, deliver it to that, do a doorstep drop off, deliver it. Then I'd get a phone call from that person who would say, oh, this is a really good idea. Can you send one to my friend? And it just sort of spiraled, and I was doing between 30 and 40 parcels every single day. So I was working.
It's genius, because like you said, you built your business up to this point, and then all of a sudden it's like, sorry, you're done.
Yeah.
No, I'm not, No. A lot of businesses who couldn't, transfer to that or transition into that situation, unfortunately, didn't make it. Now we know people that didn't make it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We know. And I see Beth has come in the chat. Hey, Beth, girl, she's driving to Goodwill number 3 because she's thrifting today, but she's listening. So as long as you're not watching and you're watching the road, Beth, because you are in Houston and people drive crazy. Tacky is me. Hey, Daniel. That's Daniel. Hey. And yeah, like we were saying, you being able to transition to being a walk-in shop to, hey, let me deliver this, or you can pick it up.
Yeah.
Or, that's amazing. And like you said, you have more than just tea. You have tea. You have cakes. You have the vinegar, the oil, the curry mixes, the coffee. You have it, and it's like. And it's such a nice treat especially when you're in those times and you can't go out and someone sends you this and your gift baskets, y'all. I'm going to go back and do another video because her gift baskets are out of this world and they're very good price. They're very amazingly priced. I couldn't believe it. You have such good prices and the amount of tea. So I've got these 2 teas here, like I showed you guys, and now they are named after local places.
Yeah, I've got a whole range that's called Inspired by the Peak District. Yeah, so they're all Peak District teas.
So like this one here, Charming Chatsworth, It is inspired by Chatsworth House. Is it Chatsworth House?
Yes.
Yeah. Show everybody. This is my favorite tea. Of all. Beth said she just heard cake. Okay, girl. She's like, I heard cake. And this one is Bakewell Heart, which is named after Bakewell, which is a place in the Peak District, a beautiful place in the Peak District. Bakewell is a lovely, lovely place. And you've got Pennine
Picnic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like after the Pennines. You've got a lot of great things that are named after our local areas here. And Daniel said he want to come over to Cup and Saucer. He would be in heaven. You got to fly over here, right, Daniel? You got to fly, honey. The bus ain't coming. You have to fly. What is the blue tea that Gail is drinking?
This is what I'm drinking.
What is that?
So this is this one. So it's called Mermaid Tears. It's called Mermaid Tears. No mermaids were harmed when I made it, though. and it's magic as well, this one. So it's like a sweet lemony flavour. This one's really nice, hot or cold. So it's a mixture of lemongrass, mango, orange peel, apple, and pea flower. So when you first make it, it does make a blue drink, but then I'll show you the magic. So it's blue.
Okay.
You get a little bit of lemon juice, squeeze it in. You see what's happening?
Sorry, y'all. That is magic. Y'all see this tea turning purple? I need this in my life. So you can drink it cold. That's the thing about her teas, you guys.
Yeah.
I drink the Charming Chatsworth cold. I'll make it, boil it up like you do, like in Texas. How I'll send you some, Wayne. I'll send you some of that witchcraft tea, honey. I'll go to Gail and pick some up because I'll send it to you. This one you can drink cold. So you do it like how we do tea in the States. You heat it, you boil it, whatever, and then you put it in the fridge, and then you put your ice and your lemon or whatever you want in it, and it's perfect. So Trisha wants me to read the ingredients of my favorite tea, which is Charming Chatsworth. All right, Trisha. It is black tea, orange pieces, corn flour, and rose petals, lime leaves, and natural flavors. It is amazing. I'm just telling you guys, this is my favorite tea. And again, they're all natural ingredients. They're just, I want the mermaid tea now. See, girl, you're gonna have all these people you're gonna run out of mermaid tea. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
And that's the cool thing. You're doing stuff like that, and I've never seen tea change color. From brown to less brown, but that is amazing. So, and I'm not even going to ask you for your secret recipe because you don't need to tell me. I just need to believe it's magic. Okay.
It is magic.
Oh gosh, I do. That is amazing. Okay, so how'd you get into tea? Like, what? You just go one day?
Yeah.
I'll make tea.
Yeah, I do get asked this a lot. It's just something I've always loved. I've always loved tea. Me and my youngest daughter. And if we went for a day out somewhere and we found a proper tea shop, we'd always come back with loads of different bags of tea. End up with like a cupboard full of different teas. And then we one day we were like, do you know what? When we read some of the ingredients, we were like, I wonder if we could make this ourselves, make our own tea. So we got some herbs and things out of the garden, and had a play with it, and it was lousy. It was really awful. So we realised it weren't as easy as we thought.
Right.
But we still just kept trying, and then we'd find something. We've used so many parts of this and so many parts of that, and sort of made some recipes, and we did eventually have a sort of a little range, but we just had them for ourselves. And then, you know how you sort of always have, I think everybody has a dream job, don't they? That, you know, you're never going to do that, but it's like this little dream. So my dream was always, one day I'm going to have my own tea shop, and I'm going to have all lovely china in there, and people will be able to come in and taste the teas and smell the teas. But it was just always a dream. And then I got made redundant from my job of 15 years.
Girl, yeah.
And my youngest daughter said to me, you know, so initially I was like, oh, what am I going to do? I'm not going to have a job. And my youngest daughter just said, Mum, why don't you just do what you've always wanted to do? And I'm like, oh, don't be silly. I can't run a business. I don't know what to do. And she was like, well, just have a little go. Why don't you do it? Give it like a year. If it doesn't work, then at least you've tried it.
Exactly.
So I did. So I've just sort of bought some basic things. So I bought like some bags for packaging, some labels, got somebody to make me a logo, and I did a Christmas market. It was like a food Christmas market.
In Chesterfield or where?
It was at Matlock.
Okay.
Did a Matlock, yeah. So we went there thinking, oh, nobody's going to be interested, and we completely sold out of everything. And so we had to come out. It was a 2-day event, and we'd sold out of everything on the first day. So we came home and we were up all night blending more teas, packaging them up, and it just sort of went from there, really. Yeah. So. Yeah, and then after 6 months, I won the Chesterfield Food Producer of the Year award.
Girl.
And then that got me loads of interest from cafes and little shops. So that because up to that point, I'd never thought about doing sort of wholesale.
Right.
But that, from me winning that award, that sort of brought people to me. So I'd got cafes ringing me up, delis ringing me up, saying, oh, we want to stock your tea. And it just went from there. Yeah. So now I've been going sort of December 2017. So I'm in my 4th year now. So, yeah. So never look back on being made redundant.
Exactly. Girl, well. See, oh, so Daniel, Tacky is me, wants to know, do you have a website for your shop?
Do I have a website?
Huh.
Yes, yeah. I do have a website.
Okay, what is it?
It's www.cupansauceronline.co.uk.
Hang on. I'm trying to type it out. All right, you got that. Oh, hang on. See, it's not working with my cup and saucer. So what I'll do, guys, is I'll go to the website, I'll copy the link, and I'll put it in the description. But I'll try to type it here real quick. Sorry. Let's see. There we go. I think that might be it. So, if not, go to her Instagram, Cup and Saucer on Instagram. That is actually in the description. If you go to the description, her Facebook page is in there and her Instagram. So that's so you can find her that way, or contact me and I'll point in the right direction. That's amazing that you got your dream job, and being made redundant is a very real fear. And I'm kind of going through that right now. Not that I've been made redundant, but I work in the automotive industry, and at the moment it's a little hairy, you know, and I work in research and development. So that's what happened during like the season 1 of lockdown, when we were locked down the first season. I thought I had fully convinced myself I was gonna lose my job. I was already like, let me go to the unemployment line. But I had convinced myself that was going to happen. So that's when I started to resell other things other than vintage jewelry. That's how I got into the reselling of the other things. So that was so I'm glad that, you know, and it was such a good thing that, you know, some things like one door closes, another door opens.
Yes,
And
yeah,
and like you said, like you came through the, you know, lockdown and all that on the other side. You go from strength
yeah,
to strength. And I mean, I love your shop. I mean, you know, I walked in there freaked out. You were
yeah.
like, who is this crazy woman, American woman, no less, in my shop right now? I love your shop. Okay, so not only do you sell tea and have a wonderful business and have been recognized by Chesterfield, you know, like the business part of it, but you've also created Fiverr Fest in Clay Cross. I've done a video of
Yeah,
my Fiverr Fest. You know, I went around and did like, you know, shopping, and because I went to Fusion Antiques where Sarah is, and I went to Lady Peacock.
yeah.
Tell us about Fiverr Fest.
Yeah, so Fiverr Fest, it's just a way of getting all local businesses in the same area to sort of work together and support each other, and to try and get a message out to like the local community that if everybody just substituted £5 a week of the supermarket shopping into and spent it in a small local business, that it would then go back in the local economy, you know, and regenerate more money for your own community.
Exactly.
And it's also helps promote the small independent businesses as well. So twice a year, we have either a week or 2 weeks of what we call Fiverr Fest, and all the little businesses, they all put on special offers. So it's sort of saying, look, we're not expensive. This is what you can buy for £5.
Right.
So for instance, this time we had a massage lady, and she'd just started her business about 2 weeks before the national lockdown. So
Oh
of
my
course
gosh.
she'd not been able to do anything at all. So I said to her, you know, why don't you join Fiverr Fest? And she did she took a big risk because she did 20-minute head, neck, and back massage for £5, which is ridiculously cheap.
That is.
But once I put her offer out live, after 45 minutes, she sent me a message and she was like, oh my God, thank you so much for this Fiverr Fest. I've already got 13 bookings, and that was in the first 45 minutes.
That is
And
so good.
now, yeah, and I've spoke to her since, and she said about 50–60% of the bookings that she had that paid the £5 have come back as coming back as regular customers. And that's what it's about. It's just about helping promote other businesses and getting the word out that we're there. So yeah, there's some, you know, we've got the butchers, they were doing like sirloin steaks, 2 sirloin steaks for £5. You've got hairdressers involved, nail technician was involved, like you say, Sarah in the antique shop, she was involved. There was about 30 businesses just around Clay Cross that had got £5 offers. Yeah.
Yeah, and here's the thing also, I mean, Lady Peacock was involved because we all love Lady
Yes.
Peacock.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, a lot of people don't realize these businesses are on their doorstep.
No,
You know,
that's it.
I spent the day walking up and down Clay Cross, and I had such a good time. I'd never been to Smith's Ice Cream in my life.
Yeah.
And I went in there and I was like, this is like an old-fashioned candy shop. Oh my God. I was like freaking out, you know.
Yeah.
And I've been to, like, obviously I go to Lady Peacock, I go to Sarah, and there's all these shops that you go in and you didn't realize they were there. And we are, to be fair, our little town here is got a lot of good shops.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And you don't, here's the thing, you don't even have to wait for Fiverr Fest, because usually the prices in the little shops are comparable to the big stores.
Yes, but I think a lot of people are just under the impression that, oh, it's a small independent, oh, they'll be too expensive. But, you know, we're not, because we can't be, because we've got to compete.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you have to be, I do something different because I'm not going to compete with Tesco. I'm not going to compete with Aldi.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do something that is much more
eclectic,
different, and special. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
And not only that, and I would say as well, yeah, you go into a little shop we know most people by first name. You know, we greet you by first name. We go one step beyond to make sure that everything's right. You know, I'll guide them through gift wrapping. I always say, is this for yourself or is it for a gift? If it's for a gift, I say, do you want me to wrap it up for you? Do you want me to put it in a little box? They wouldn't do that in Tesco. So,
no.
Yeah.
So I have a couple. So Gail here, not Gail, sorry. Trisha said she was made redundant twice, and now she's a full-time reseller. Yes. Well, see, and
Yeah.
if you ever have a chance, go to Sandy and Otto, which is a YouTube channel. She gets some. I mean, I know it's in the States, but she gets some amazing stuff. And everybody's saying your website is so wonderful. They've already been. To the website. And Wayne from the Haberdashery Project wants to know, Gail, what do you know of Sadler vintage teapots? Example, the English country houses. Would you know when they were created?
I don't tend to forget. Is that more like I've got about 160 Sadler teapots, but I tend to go more for I've got more like the floral style and the swirl style rather than like the ones, you know, with like the pictures and things like that. So unfortunately, I don't know anything about that one, English country houses. If you'd asked me about a different pattern, I probably would have done.
You'll have to find out now so I can tell Wayne.
Yeah, I will find out.
But yeah, so, and I mean, you have, she has a lot of teapots. They are amazing. Yes. I mean, you do have a lot of Sadler. You have a lot of Sadler teapots. And not only do you have the teapots, but you have like the sugars and the creamers and the, you know, and the little, you told me was a tennis set, you know, the tennis set.
Yes.
And she also upcycles stuff. And when I say upcycle, everybody goes, oh, that's such a buzzword. No, but tell them the story about you going to the boneyard or the graveyard.
Oh yes, about a month ago, we've got a little camper van, and me, my husband, and the dog had a few little days away at the coast, and I'd heard about a place called Horncastle, and I'd heard that there was a lot of like vintage and antique shops there. So while I was at the coast, I said to my husband, oh, can we just sort of go like 10 miles inland? I want to go and visit this place called Horncastle. Anyway, we went, and I went inside this one antique shop, and you couldn't move. You was walking through the shop like this because it was just stacked. You couldn't buy anything because you couldn't get to anything. You couldn't see anything. There was that much stuff in there. It was just stacked from floor to ceiling, furniture, everything. Anyway, so I managed to wriggle my way through, and it sort of brought me outside into a backyard. And there is a video, if you look on my Instagram page, there is a video on there, and it really did make me cry because I could only describe it as a vintage china graveyard, and there was just tables and tables of old china which had been the most beautiful tea sets, beautiful teapots, and they'd obviously just been there for years and years, and then they'd obviously just stack more things on top, and it was just all, it was just sad. It was just all broken pieces of china, but they were still charging for them, and charging the most ridiculous prices for them. They were like teapots with the handle had broken off or the spout had broken off, and we're talking like Royal Albert and Royal Cauldron and, you know, some really good makes. And there was just, you'll have to go to my Instagram page and scroll down and find it. It really is so sad.
And having said that, so this is what I'm about to talk about. So because there's like this graveyard of china, Gail rescues china.
Yes.
Gail's a china rescuer.
Yeah.
And a lot of people go, well, I like things that are just like as they are. Well, a lot of times you're going to find just a plate or just a cup. And those things, even in charity shops, end up in the landfills, to be quite honest with you, until Gail comes along and adopts them. So what she's going to do now, she's going to show you what she's done with these orphaned china and how she's brought them back to life.
Yeah. Yeah. So I get find a lot of odd-pitted charity shops and places, or old ladies bring me like a box full of china and it's all random bits. So I just try and make other things out of them. So, like for instance, I make the little bird feeders. If you can see that very well.
Yeah, if you come, yeah.
I know a lot. I've seen a lot of people on Etsy that just glue a saucer and a cup together and put a bit of string on it, and I think, well, that's not going to wear. Whereas I actually drilled them all.
So if you
they're all got holes drilled in. I put grommets in them, and they've got proper hanging basket chains on them, so you can feed your birds
over
that way.
There you go. There you go. Mm-hmm.
So I make those. Sell loads of these, and I sell them for just £12 and the gift box and wrapped in tissue and everything, so they make a really nice present. So lots of them.
Birdseed with it too. And a little bag of birdseed.
I've recently started doing the candelabras.
I love these. I want one.
So I find old candelabras and then I drill holes in them. Oh. And again, you can still put candles in them because I then reinsert the candle tops. So I've done a few of these all in different styles. But yeah, so they're not just glued on, they are all drilled and mounted. So that's an example.
And that's the thing. So these pieces of china would probably been thrown away by somebody or just donated, and then the charity shops would have thrown them out. Gail takes them and saves their little lives. I mean, I love it because they're quirky, but they're still classy, you know?
Yeah. And then I do a lot of little cake stands as well.
That is the best. I love that. Explain that, because I love that.
Yeah, so this is Coalport china that's called June Time, and it is one of my favourite pieces and favourite patterns, but it's really hard to find a full set or even just a matching cup and saucer. But I did manage to find these sort of in different places at different times. Yeah. So I managed to find the little demi-tasse, which is just a little mini coffee cup. And then another place I found a little saucer, and then I found a tea plate. So I just put them all together, and it's nice for afternoon tea, you know, just for like little macarons or something like that. Yeah. So sell a lot of those as well. And then just something that isn't china, but I do have a lot of these in my shop as well. So I do make a lot of hooks. So just little coat hooks. So just odd spoons, old vintage spoons, just on a piece of wood. And they make good coat hooks.
Those are cute. Yeah, or a hat. You can hang your hat on. It'd be
so cute. Yeah, anything.
But yeah. So, I mean, the way you just saved those, see, that's the thing. People go, I mean, yes, we all like to be purists. We'd all like to be purists and not touch them and not do anything with them. But the truth of the matter is, if you end up going to some place like you went to the China graveyard, or to like the charity shops, which we all go to, and to get these things, they're just like 1 cup and 1 saucer. Well, you're not going to sell just 1 cup and 1 saucer, not unless you do something clever with it, like you did. And I was telling you about some people make assemblages out of the teacups. Because I was going to try my hand at it. But I saw a few more people come in. I saw Chrissy come in. Chrissy's Corner for Collectors. Hey, girl. And Barbie. Hey, Barbie girl. How you doing? So, so I like the fact that you've repurposed this. And these things, like I said, are going to end up in someone's collection because they're pieces. They're now.
And also, I have a box in my cellar because odd times I break things, especially when I'm drilling holes. So sometimes I do break them. I still don't throw them away when I've broken them. So I have a box, and every time I've broken something, I put it in the box. And then I managed to find a lady who she lives probably about 50 miles away from me, but she makes mosaics, the most beautiful mosaics out of broken china. So every time I've got a box full, I just post it all to her. So it's still, so nothing ends up in landfill.
What's her name? Because I may know her.
She's on Instagram, and she's called Melanie Mosaics.
Okay. Because I knew this woman who lived over Hedgeway who did the same.
Yeah.
So, and she made wonderful art with this, with like
Yeah.
broken china and stuff. So good. And that's the thing, you know, a lot of times if I break any crocks or anything like that, I use them in my plants, at the bottom of my plants.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
drainage. Because I won't throw them away. I'm like, I can use it for something.
No, I can't bear to throw anything away that's so pretty.
I know. And it's like, even with the chip and something like you said, like with the bird feeders and the you know, you're making stuff out of them. And I mean, I bought a bird feeder. I bought a bird feeder from you because I just thought it's so cute. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't, it's just too cute. And you're giving these things purpose again, where they probably wouldn't have purpose, or they, you know, not to just everyday folk, you know what I mean? Like, you know, people just who aren't into vintage or are only into sets aren't going to buy a plate or a saucer or this or that. But when they see it put together in something, you know, creative and useful and beautiful, you know, now it's got another life. And that's what I love about it. You also have a Saddler teapot to show us.
Oh, no, this one, no, this is my favourite teapot. It's not a Saddler one. This one is a Royal Colden. And that one in the pattern Victoria. And it's really, really rare to find a teapot like this in perfect condition. I just love all the, can you see all the bright colours? I just love all the colours of it.
That is beautiful.
It's Art Deco. And it's in absolute perfect condition. I just love it. So and I have managed to get the tea set as well in bits and bobs. I've got,
so you have to find.
And I have the full set. I have the dinner plates, serving dishes, all ready for Christmas dinner. Yeah, so that is
for you to
my favourite. I even look like even the lid. I just think how the lid's the little thing on the lid.
It's
I just think the colours and the colour of the handle.
Oh my God, even the handle.
Yeah.
We do get good teapots here, though.
I don't know if that's right way up, is it? Royal Colden.
Oh yeah.
I think it's right. Royal Colden Victoria it is.
Yeah. I can see it, yeah.
I just like the shape of it as well, the shape of the spout.
Very sexy.
Beautiful.
Oh, do you know when it was made?
1930s.
Okay, the 1930s.
1930s.
I see. Hi, Cindy. I see you just popped in. I have a teapot for you to identify for me. I don't know if you'll be able to, but we'll give it a go. Are you ready?
Okay. Oh! I know this teapot. So this is a double spout teapot, but it will not pour.
No.
Yes, I presume it was made just for decorative purposes.
And his head's the only one that comes off. The other one don't. I mean, how would you pour? I mean, you can stick flowers in there though. That'd be cute.
Yeah, but it won't pour because if you look inside, there's no holes from the spout to the. There's no holes. Oh,
it doesn't have holes for anything to come out. You do know where I got it, right?
I do.
And you said it wouldn't be sold.
Oh, yes, I challenged Sarah. I gave it to Sarah and I challenged her to be able to sell it.
Said, that won't sell. I said, watch it. I said, oh, she said that? Give it to me. I said it. I mean, you guys, it doesn't even have holes to pour out. It don't do nothing. It's just. But here's the thing. It is two cute owls.
Yeah.
She is looking at him like he is her everything, honey.
It's the strangest thing ever.
I know. And she said, Gail said, I can't sell it. I said, give it here. I thought you would like that. And I kept thinking, I was going to do it on a video and go, oh, look what I found, like in my home. I thought, no, you know what? I'm going to call you out on the YouTube. So this will be available in my Etsy shop. But please remember, it doesn't actually work. It's just purdy.
Yeah.
She thought, oh, Cindy said she thought she was choking him. Well, she probably is. She's probably like, you know, good dirty rascal cheating on me. I'm gonna have you. That's what she said. I see Picasso Cat came in. Hey girl. And Bella Rose. Hey Bella Rose. Hey girl from South Carolina.
Oh,
I know, right? And I mean, girl, this is everything. I've got an owl choking another owl, obviously, according to Cindy, she's choking him. That doesn't work, that has no holes in it, and is absolutely useless. What a wonderful piece to collect. I think that'll be in the description. Absolutely useless, but it's got owls on it. Oh my God. I didn't even
totally a conversation piece, isn't it?
It is an interesting. It has no maker's mark, y'all. In case you're wondering, I did look. There's nothing on the bottom to tell you who made it. Someone did not want to own making this. Okay. Yeah. So that was my little find I found on Saturday after I left your place, and you sell a lot of beautiful vintage items in your she says some relationships are that way. Yeah, sometimes you gotta choke a dude out if he ain't acting right. Yep, I appreciate that. So I mean, you have so much vintage stuff. Where do you source a lot of your vintage items?
Oh, charity shops, mostly charity shops. I have a lot of people. I'm quite lucky because I do have a lot of customers and people that I know that just bring me things, especially if they're like a box of oddments, because they know that I'll be able to make something from it. So they might bring me a box and it's got like a teapot with no lid, and then I just think plant pot, or it's got odd cup and saucer, and then I think bird feeder. So a lot of people bring them me. I do a lot of charity shop hunting, flea markets, just anywhere really, anywhere I can get my hands on any. So
there's a guy, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you my secret. Well, it's not a secret because everybody knows. Chesterfield Market. There's an older gentleman. He always wears like a flat cap.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Joseph. His real name is Joseph, but I call him Bob. To his face. Yeah. He gets some good teacups now and again. And he will do you a deal.
Yeah.
He do. He's very nice. He talks a lot.
See, yeah, I do know a few of the traders on the flea market. A few of them do just save things for me now because they know what I look for. So they just wait till they've got a box full, and then they'll just ring me up and say, "Oh, I've got your box full here to collect." So
if you don't, give Bob my number then. No, he don't have a number. Well, we go like on Thursday. I mean, they're there on a Saturday too, but on Thursday, when everything locked down and the winter came, the autumn came and the winter came, and there's a lot of the traders don't trade because it's too dang cold. We didn't see Bob for a long time, and I said to Dave, well, his name is Joseph. His name is not Bob. But I didn't know his name at the time, so I just referred to him as Bob because. And then one day I asked him when I went when everything opened back up in March, and I saw him, or was it April when it opened up? It was April, and I saw him. I said, "What is your name?" And he went, "It's Joseph." I was like, "Oh, well, I call you Bob." He was like, "Well, I've been called worse."
Yeah, probably.
Girl, Bob is amazing. Bob, I mean, his name's not Bob, but I can't not call him Bob now. He sometimes has. I've got a bunch of. I know over here, it's not a big deal, but a lot in the States, they like the coronation teacups.
All right.
I got a whole stack of them from Bob.
Yeah.
And I need to list them on my Etsy, but they're good. They're in good shape.
Yeah, I know Sarah's got a box full of them, hasn't she?
I mean,
Sarah's got Lots of them.
1953 was her coronation. So
Yeah.
what is that? 760. I don't know. It's a long time ago.
It's a long time ago.
How many years, Dave? 68 years. Because Dave can clearly count and we can't. Dave said he was there. He wasn't there. He ain't that old. He close. He close, but he ain't that old. Just don't ask for any Cheetos, Dave. Anyway, so so I got all these teacups from Bob, and I mean loads of them, and I walked. Joanne, 68, 68, Joanne. Thanks, because we can't do no math. So I walked away with all these teacups. I mean, it was a set, and a bunch of other stuff for 14 pounds. I mean, I had filled, because I had like an old lady shopping trolley. Because, I mean, how else you going to drag it around, you know?
Yeah.
It was literally filled to the top, and it was 14 pounds.
Yeah.
Of stuff that I bought. I love going there. I do. I really do like going. I mean, and you still need to go to that one in Homewood.
Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. It's just finding time, a lot of it, though. But I did get I got a really good buy at the weekend. A man that I know that does, he used to be a reseller. He used to sell vintage and antiques, and he's now retiring. So he's given up his unit and his shop, and he's just trying to get rid of everything. So he sort of got in touch with me and said, I've got a load of china. I don't know if you'd be interested. So I was like, well, send me some pictures. Turned out there was 70 pieces of Shelley china. So straight away I was like, oh, Shelley, oh my God. And my husband drove all the way to Spout for me on Saturday to pick it up. And I got 70 pieces of Shelley china for £40.
Oh, y'all don't even know. Shelley is one of the best, or one of the best chinas there is.
Yeah. So like about 50p an item, and it's just like, there's even a teapot in there. It's just like, oh my God, it's like Christmas and birthday, everything come at once.
Okay, I have a question for you from Chrissy. Can you talk about high tea and why it's later in the afternoon?
High tea and why it's late in the afternoon?
Yeah, why? Yeah, is high tea later in the afternoon?
Oh yes, high tea is late. It's about 6 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah, high tea isn't like what we'd call tea time. High tea is later. It's when you'd have your little cake stand, and you'd have your cup and saucer and your tea and your piece of cake. Yeah, so, very English.
Why is it later?
It's just tradition. Okay. It's just how it always was. Like the Queen would have had it. So, you know, sort of the upper class would have had it. Yeah, well, the lower class would have had bread and dripping.
Bread and dripping. True story,
yeah.
Oh, Jasdia. Hey girl, hey Jasdia, thanks for coming in. She's like, oh, do you know what mudlarkers are?
No.
You don't know what a mudlarker is? So
no.
Girl, look them up on YouTube. You'd be so interested. These are people that go and find like items buried in like riverbeds and in dirt, and a lot of times they'll find teapots and teacups and like or pieces of them, and they'll take those items and make something else out of them. They find like glass bottles and stuff. So good. The northern mudlarkers they're from I don't think they're far from here.
Oh right.
I don't know.
Oh, I've never heard of them.
I mean, I think they're a little further north, but they're I'm not sure where they are in the north of England. But they find a bunch of cool stuff in like the mud, and then they clean it all off, and sometimes it's full things, and sometimes it's pieces, and they'll make stuff out of it.
I wonder if it's in Stoke, because that's where all the pottery factories are, and where isn't it? In Stoke.
Yes, because that would make sense.
In Staffordshire. So I wonder if that's where they're from. Yeah.
Oh, they're close to the border of Scotland, apparently. That's not by us.
Northumberland.
Northumberland.
Somewhere.
All right, border of Scotland. Oh, I just want to show you my spoon as well.
Yeah, Chrissy, like after dinner. Yeah, the high tea would be like after dinner. Oh, what is that?
That's one of my spoons. It's
I love a little
a
spoon.
vintage spoon. It's like a 3D silver spoon. A teaspoon.
You know how I feel about spoons. We've had this conversation.
Beautiful.
Oh, Nancy, I'm not laughing at bread and drippings. My husband, honey, they used to have that when they was a kid. Bread and drippings,
Yeah.
large sandwiches. Yeah, they would eat that. Yeah,
Bread and dripping with a bit of salt on top.
Yeah, just dip it in there, girl. And Picasso Cat, she went to high tea in Victoria, British Columbia. Made her feel like a fancy lady. Yes, I like a good afternoon tea as well.
Yeah.
With some scones and some clot of cream and some jam, girl.
Mm.
I'm all about it.
Sandwiches. But jam or cream first?
Oh, see, I say jam.
Yeah, jam first, definitely. Yeah, because your jam is heavier than the cream, isn't it?
Correct.
If you put your cream on first, you can't spread your jam.
Yeah, you can't. It just gets everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so this Nancy from this Overstuffed House said, my parents sponsored a British man for his citizenship when I was a real little kid and told us about it. Yeah. Then it would have been a treat, bread and drippings for something like. I mean, Dave grew up in Scotland, and I'll say it like this: it was like government housing, because there was 7 of them, and that they would get stuff like that. It was a treat. Butter was a treat.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We had bread and dripping when we were kids.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we didn't, because I'm from the States. we had other stuff,
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, he would tell you stories, about like how there was 7 kids. What are you gonna do? The cat,
Yeah.
And it was a treat, So yeah, I do like a high tea. I'm not a high tea. I like an afternoon tea. I don't know about a high tea.
Afternoon tea.
Yeah. With the little sandwiches, girl. What is this?
Harrogate in Yorkshire. Famous tea room, Betty's. We go and think with. It's $32.99 for a tea.
He's all mad because it's $32.99.
No, I'm just saying that's what it's like over there.
Yeah,
people pay. You have to queue to get in.
So there's a place called Betty's Tea Rooms, and it's $32.
Oh yes.
£32.99 for an afternoon tea.
Yeah, it's very, very commercialised.
Yeah,
it's got little like branches all over the country now, and it's sort of, when it's got too big and become too commercialised. Yeah, rather than just a little family business that's sort of overexpanded.
Your next step is to have a tea room.
Yes, it is.
Is it really?
Definitely. Yeah.
Normal tea.
I would love to have a tea room, girl. Oh my God.
You could have a champagne.
Yeah, that's my dream. That's my dream. But as I've found out, like I say, that is my dream. But as I've found out, dreams can come true.
Well,
because my little shop was a dream.
You have actually proved that dreams do come true. You're right, because you had this dream, and because of something that was out of your control, like losing your job, being made redundant, you were just like, okay, well, you know what, I got to do this. It's, what do you have at this point? Like, what do you have to lose? You know what I mean? Like, where would you have the tea room? Would it be in Clay Cross?
I don't know, because there's quite a few, isn't there, now in Clay Cross? Yeah. There's quite a few little cafes.
But there's not tea. There used to be a tea room.
There's the hub that have got a tea room.
Is that the one where the bicycle is?
Yeah, and what used to be Harriet's Couture Cakes, that's now turned into a tea room.
Posh Fitness, that's a tea room.
Posh Fitness, yeah, Posh is, that's a coffee shop.
That's changed now as well. That's called Copper and Teal now. That's changed again.
Um,
Well, that is more of a coffee shop.
yeah, that's true. So where would you have it?
I don't know. I'd have to find the perfect
We'll have to
place.
find the perfect place for you. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So guys, we're getting to the top of the hour, and so our chats don't last but an hour, and we could go on and on about tea, girl. Woo, let me tell you. So what I'm going to do is there's 20 people in here in the chat that I can see. So let me put it in actually live chat. That would be better. So I'm going to have this giveaway. And if you weren't here earlier, I'm going to show you what we're doing. I'm doing a giveaway because I love this tea so much. From Cup and Saucer. This is called Bakewell Heart. Now it is loose leaf tea, just so you're aware. It's loose leaf tea. And then you could read your tea leaves after. So this is Bakewell Heart. And this is my favorite, Charming Chatsworth. So you're getting 2 of these, but wait, there's more. A little sugar bowl, which has this little country scene on it. Now, full disclosure, as beautiful as this is very pretty. This is made by Avon, which I didn't realize till I looked at what. Created exclusively for Avon, Crown Bavaria, Germany. Quality porcelain. And you also get this little creamer, which has like a little winter scene. They're matchy. They match. So you're getting all these items. Okay. So, oh, hang on. I see. Hey, Book Bewitched. She says to celebrate my daughter's first period, I took her and 3 friends to a tea room for a full high tea in my vintage hats and bling. Oh, that's amazing, Book. I bet they loved that. They were like, I'm a woman now. I can have high tea.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. And Chrissy's Corner, her last name is Ridgway. I have seen some Ridgway. Yes, girl. So they've collect Ridgway tea tins, and they have 160.
Oh, wow. Almost. Wow, that's a good collection.
Yes, Picasso Cat. Avon do make some cool stuff. I mean, here's the thing. Avon stuff is actually coming back. Now, I don't know if these creamers, but I just thought this was so cute. And guess where I got it from? Gail. I got it from Gail Shop. So what we're going to do is I see, 18 people now. People just drop it. They don't want to go. They don't want. They said, "Oh, Avon, no, I'm out." So I'm going to pick a number between 1 and let's just say 18, or let's say 19, just to be on the safe side. I'm going to pick a number between 1 and 19. I'm going to write it down here. It's here. I got the number written down. So so everybody in the chat, if you want to put a number through 1 through 18, and the first person whoever gets the number gets the items. And yes, I know you guys are in the States. I will ship them to the States. I don't have a problem. You can just, I can put my email in if we don't on Instagram, and then we can see who gets it. So, wow. Okay, now I'm gonna pick my number. Okay, so no one's picked my number yet. Oh, yep. Winner, chicken dinner. Number 13. So, Book Bewitched, you got it. You got the tea and the creamer and sugar, which is, so congratulations, Book Bewitched. I know you're on Instagram, so if you want to DM me, if that's cool, DM me your address and I can get that out to you. And I will probably ship it tomorrow. So, and I use UPS, so it'll get there quick. So, yes, Steph, thank you so much, Book. Oh, that was great. Yay. So if you, if not, I can message you on Instagram, Book, if that's cool. Then we can, didn't come with a pink Cadillac, so I didn't want anyhow. All right, Wayne. All right. Don't worry, Wayne. I'm getting you the mermaid tea. So I'm gonna send you that tea. he knows I'm gonna send it to him. Wayne from the Happy Ashley Project. Well, he lives in Germany. We actually know each other from Texas.
All right.
So he lives in Germany with his husband, and I live in England with my husband. So so he knows I'm gonna send him some. Are you open? What time are you open till this week?
I'm in every day. So if you see, I only open Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Okay.
10 till 3. But if you're walking past and you say, I am in there every day because I'm doing all my online orders and my wholesale. So you can just knock on the door and come in.
Right. So I will be in Friday then because I'm off, and I will definitely come and get Wayne some maybe even Daniel, Jesus, because he'll cry if I don't get him some. So anyway, I just think it's a great idea, and I think Wayne will love it. And so all right, guys, we're at the top of the hour now. Book, if you message me on Instagram, give me your address, and man, I'll get this out to you right away. Thank you so much, Gail, for being on my channel.
Thank you for having me.
It was amazing. You are just fabulous. I really appreciate you coming. And you guys check out her website. Check out her Instagram, which is in the description. And just check out everything about Cup and Saucer. Follow on Instagram because, man, she always has some great stuff. And hey, the next we might get maybe a merman tea. You never know, and you want to be prepared for that to come out. So,
and don't forget to look through my Instagram and find the China Graveyard video.
God, I cried on that China Graveyard. No, that was so sad. All right, guys, you stay on. You stay there. You don't leave yet. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. Y'all take care.
Bye.